This is a video from a Hyundai Alcazar User. Video quality in this video. We'll first go through the exterior review and then the interior. The audio will get better with the interior review.
Hi. Today I'm going to explain the features that I liked about Alcazar. I have recently upgraded from a manual car, that's EcoSport, to a Hyundai Alcazar automatic, and many of my friends have been asking me feedback and features about it. I thought of going about recording a video for the same. So let me take you around the exteriors of my Alcazar. I have been very happy using it for almost 2 months. Have driven 5,000 kilometers in my Alcazar. As you would see, the build and quality of exteriors is very good. The height of the car is almost appropriate. It doesn't collide the speed breakers anywhere. The spacing and comfort is fabulous. All my family is happy with the comfort that it has given us. Why we chose Alcazar as a family was also the boot space. If you see the boot space, which is even with seats folded, it can easily accommodate 3 small suitcases or 2 small suitcases and 1 bag. So this was appropriate for our family of 4, and this helped us decide Alcazar in a very big way. I want to tell you about the rear seats. Some of the features for the rear seats. See how easy it is to sit, and the comfort it gives you of captain seats is immense. Apart from the seats being comfortable, as you would notice, the trays given here for the convenience of the rear seat customers is hugely successful. My children find it very convenient. They can actually do a full class during the journey, and we as a family have driven this car to multiple locations where I have done my meetings in the front and children have done classroom at the rear with no cabin noise, zero cabin noise. Nobody can even make out whether I'm taking meetings from the car. So that's the beauty of Alcazar. The features described in the second row, the third row was a decision factor for us. It was really very comfortable than other cars, and I'll show you how in just a few seconds. I'll just fold my seat, second row, and go to the third row. See how comfortable it is to sit in the third row for a person of my height. Few points about the third row. 3 children can sit in comfortably, and we have driven long distances with 2 in front, 2 in middle seat, and 3 people in the last row. And it has cup holders and charging points and AC vents, so no worries at all in the third row. Thumbs up from my side. Let's talk about the driving experience as well. It is a very comfortable car for the driver. For me, I've been using it for almost 5,000 kilometers, and at one trip I used it for 600 kilometers non-stop, and there was no backache, no problem as such, which I used to get earlier. Alright, let's start the drive to get the ride experience. Here we go. So the thing that helped me is its manual mode. Though it's in all cars, I would give you a glimpse on how it helped me move from a manual to automated. I'll just switch this gear towards the right, that would be the sports mode. Once I shift it, you would see that now I can drive it in a manual mode like this. If I take it one up, that is, it has shifted the gear to second. One more up, it has taken the gear to third. You would see that change that you could get in a manual car. And similarly, if I bring this gear down, just one click down, it has brought it back to second gear. So this is how you could make use of this gear lever by changing it to manual mode. Similarly, the pedal shifters, these are the pedal shifters, plus and minus. If you would take a plus here, it would shift your gear to third. If you bring it down from minus, it will bring it back to second. So this is the beauty of the pedal shifters and the manual sport. Switching it back to the automatic mode, the drive mode, I would go through the drive information given by Hyundai in a very impressive way. I was impressed by the drive modes. If you could see, this is one of the drive mode that is available that shows you the direction where you are going. If you will click onto this button, this will change the mode to tire pressure, and then the drive information will give it. So currently it shows us in this trip we have driven almost 5 kilometers at the rate of 16 kilometers per liter, and for 16 minutes we've been driving. If you click onto this button up, this will show the speed, the accumulated info since the time you have driven. We have driven 5,000 kilometers at an average of 18.1 kilometer per liter, and almost 45 hours I have driven. Similarly, since refueling, this shows 300 kilometers almost at the rate of 17.6 kilometer per liter. Another very impressive feature I found is the cruise control. If I were to switch on to the cruise control, I would click onto this button. You would see the cruise control is now on, and I can remove my foot from the accelerator. I have removed my foot from the accelerator, and if I need to increase the speed, I will just click onto this button in up position, plus button. My now speed increases as I want. If you would see, my speed is increasing to now 70. Similarly, I can reduce the speed by clicking this button in the minus position. I have reduced my speed to now 60 kilometers per hour. And suppose you have to brake, the cruise control will be temporarily off, but you can also switch it off via this pause button. I can switch off the cruise control in this mode, and once I restart my cruise control, it would bring it back to 60. So this is very helpful on the highways when you have to maintain a speed limit of 100 kilometers per hour. Before buying Alcazar, I was not very impressed with the air purifier installed. I wasn't sure why air purifier in a car. But now after using it, I can very well say it is very, very useful. If you would see, the AQI currently is 310, and on a longer drive it comes to under 50. So you feel you are having a good experience of air within the car. So in the regions where air is not very pure, it is very useful for everyone. Another cool thing I found is, as soon as the car reaches 80, there is a small warning that comes, and that warning is this: to reduce speed. And this is the sound that comes in a cockpit or an aeroplane, and everybody is fascinated by this sound. The cruise control mode is on at the speed of 80, and you would see the outside sound is almost minimal. The cabin noise is not at all. So you could actually attend meetings, do voice calls, etc. comfortably without the other person realizing you are in the car. The navigation in Alcazar has independent connectivity. It does not utilize the mobile data at all. I can take it to this mode where it will show me a two-way view of the map and the
a small snippet that shows me small indicators when there is a underpass coming or a diversion coming, and it does not use my connectivity at all. It has independent chip in it which shows traffic data, and it is almost equivalent to a Google map. The valet services, that's a Blue Link given on the Blue Link app. The services are immensely useful. Not many people use it, but I have used it myself, and I particularly like the valet services, wherein if you are giving your car for valet, you could send message to your phone if there is a car is being taken out from a geographical periphery you set, or if your car is being used in an idle way, if a driver is using it just by switching it on for AC, etc., you would get a message accordingly. Another cool feature I found is the 360-degree view. As you would see, there's a button down here that shows 360-degree view. I'll just click on this button. Here it'll switch on the 360-degree view. It'll show me the car that's coming from back, and when the speed is low, it can actually tell me as to what all modes I can switch on to: the front mode, the back mode, the side mode. Another feature that I like is the auto hold. If you would see on the screen, there is an auto hold written. That means I have pressed auto hold from here, and once you brake hard on a traffic light to say, this auto hold turns green. That means even in the drive mode, you would not have to shift it to parking. You can let it stay as it is, and even if you are not keeping your leg on the accelerator. And as you press your accelerator, your car would move and auto hold will turn non-green to white. So it helps you at all traffic lights. You don't need to shift the gear, and it is a very big convenient feature for me. You would see for the entire duration we drove, our AQI has now reduced. It has reduced to 36 now in a matter of a few minutes. So that's the beauty of air purifier. Alright, here we come towards an end. Let's summarize what we have to say about Hyundai Alcazar. Here we bring it to a stop. Overall, I would like to summarize my experience. I haven't been able to describe each and every nitty-gritty about the thought the engineers have put in, but overall, after using it for 5,000 kilometers, I as a user I am extremely satisfied, and thank you Hyundai Alcazar engineers for the thought through features you have brought in. Thank you.